So, folks, let the fuckery begin. Down at the municipal court, you know, that same court where I came down to take care of business, and they arrested me because they had raised my bonds without telling me, and they towed my vehicle, all that other BS. You know, the same court where they insisted I pay the $4 parking, even though it's against state law to do that. The city said they're going to refund me that $8 in parking, but they haven't yet. The same court that accepted my last motion for discovery without a certificate of service and provided that discovery. I put in another motion for discovery on a separate case. Followed the same format, everything. But this judge, instead of getting back to me, emailing me, saying anything else, just said, you didn't fill out a certificate of service. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Your people up here in 204 refused to stamp this paper saying they received it on multiple times, and I tell them, no, you have to stamp it and give me my copy back. But this is not a certificate of service. Certificate of service says that it's required by Texas Rules and Procedure 6.3 and 9.5 B, D, and E that you certify you've served this to the following people below. And this is when you send it to someone else's attorney. Now, I've already documented I sent this to the prosecutor's office. Their office stamped it. The clerk stamped it, acknowledged they received it. There you go. You've got two separate stamps on there. One saying they received it downstairs. One saying they received it upstairs. But because I didn't sign it saying that I gave it to myself, apparently, that's rules in the procedural system to deny this request wholeheartedly. Frustrating as all hell. That's the type of judge that is a piece of shit. They know they have no case here. This is for fail to ID, and they do not want to include the police officer's body cam where he said, when I asked, am I detained or under arrest? And he said, you're detained. And I said, then I don't have to ID. And then he said, you're under arrest for fail to ID. That's exculpatory evidence. It's crucial to my defense. And they're saying that they don't have to release it because, you didn't file a certificate of service and sign it saying this, and you served it to the clerk's office and prosecution's office. That's what this was. But because I didn't put the Rules of Procedure 6.3 and 9.5 B, D, and E on there, they say, well, it's not considered a certificate of service. That is fuckery by the courts. It really is. And that's exactly why I tell people, when you go to courts, you need a lawyer. They understand the little ins and outs and how they fuck you on things. But I requested this back in December. Hadn't heard back from them, so I followed up a week before my trial. I'm going back in to serve it now. And while I'm there, I'm going to ask the clerk downstairs for a certificate of service. Again, the one that they should be providing you. And again, they play these games. They do it one time and go, well, we didn't have to, but we did. Yeah, you shouldn't be playing a game like that. But again, this shows you the level of contempt the courts have for citizens when they know they should have never charged you to start with, and they're just looking to fuck you over on a charge. And it's bullshit. And this is how they continue to fuck citizens. Then they wonder why citizens have no respect for the courts or police officers, because the courts and police officers have no respect for the citizens. Complete bullshit. I was fortunate when I went to court for today. The judge who pulled this bullshit wasn't in there. But a different judge was there, and he said, I'll talk to you about it. And he explained to me, I said, what the hell is this then? Isn't this a certificate of service? He's like, no, it has to be a specific wording. And I'm like, what wording did I miss? And he's like, I can't give you legal advice. And he's right. Oh, go look it up, or, hire an attorney. Yeah, hire an attorney for a misdemeanor that should have never been charged, should not be prosecuted. No, we're going to take this to a jury trial. And at the end of the day, if it goes to a jury trial and they get a conviction, appealing that may cost money with an attorney. But, I mean, this is ridiculous. It really is. The prosecution should have just said, we're folding this. We don't have it. He's right. It should have never been charged. Let's dismiss it. Instead, they want to double down and be douchebags and pull shit like this. So, again, we're going back into the court.